In this video tutorial, we will be taking a look at Year 11 functions for the foundation tier. So this is aimed at GCSE 9 to 1 maths for Year 11 students doing the foundation tier. So grade 3, 4 and later on is looking at grade 5 maths. Okay, we're going to start with question number 1. It says work out the missing input and the output of the function machine. So the input is 10, I take away 7, the output is 3. For the second part, the output is 3, so to work backwards, I've got to add 7 to work out my input, because I've got to do the inverse operation. 8 and 7 is 15. Okay, this is question number 2. Substitute m equals 3 into each expression. Well, 2m plus 1, so it's going to be 2 lots of 3. So I'll put it in like a bracket just to make it explicit. So it's 2 lots of 3 plus 1. So 2 times 3 is 6. Add 1 is 7. So it's equal to 6 plus the 1, which is equal to 7. So this is substituting into expressions, okay? The next one, so 12 divided by 5 minus m, or if m is equal to 3, I'll have 5 minus 3 on my denominator. So that's going to lead to 5 take away 3 is 2, so I'll have 12 divided by 2, which is 6, okay? So the answer is equal to 6. Okay, for the next part, 2m squared when m is 3. So substituting that in actually, okay, so making it very clear. So it's 2 lots of 3 squared. So I'll work out 3 to the power of 2 first. So 3 to the power of 2 just means 3 times 3. That's going to be equal to 9. I double that, I times it by 2. I'm going to get 18. So the answer for that part is going to equal 18. Okay, this is question number 3. Here is a function machine. We've got an input, add 3 times 5, and we get an output. What is the output when the input is 4? So when the input is 4, I have 4 plus 3, which is 7. 7 times the 5 is 35. Okay. The next part, what is the input when the output is 10? So this time I'm giving the output. So again, I'm going to be doing the reverse process. So I'm going to be dividing by 2 and then subtracting 3. So 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. 5 take away 3 is equal to 2. So the answer is 2. The next part, which expression shows the output when the input is a? So it's going to be a plus 3 times 5. Now it looks something like that. So it's a plus 3 and I times it by the 5. Okay. This is question number 4. A function is given by f of x is equal to x minus 6. Work out f of 8. So replace x with 8. We have f of 8 is equal to 8 take away 6, which gives me the answer of 2. Okay, so the answer is equal to 2. Okay, the next part, f of 2, well again it's just replacing x with 2. So I have 2 take away 6. So I start at 2 take away 6. I'm going to get negative 4. Okay, right guys, so the next question now, so this is question number 5. Complete the table of values for y equals x squared minus 4x. So when I sub in 0, I get 0 squared, which is 0, minus 4 times 0, so it's going to be 0 minus 0, which is 0. When x is equal to 2, well 2 squared is equal to 4, minus 4 lots of 2, so it's going to be 4 minus 8, so it's going to be negative 4 there. When x is equal to 3, 3 to the power of 2 is 9, 9 minus 12 is equal to minus 3. And when x is -1, -1 all squared is going to be +1. And then minus 4 times -1 is going to be 1 plus 4, which is 5. Okay, so that's my table of values filled in. Okay, so the next part is draw the graph of y equals x squared minus 4x for the values of x from -1 to 3. So when x is -1, y is 5. When x is 0, y is 0. When x is 1, y is -3. When x is 2, y is -4. When x is 3, okay, y is -3. Okay, and if you're interested, when x is 4, it actually crosses the x-axis at 0, okay, at 4 as well. Okay, so sketching this, so again, roughly, it is a rough sketch now, obviously not drawn it perfectly, but it will look something like that, okay? So the next part, write down the coordinates of the turning point. So this is asking for like the minimum point, so the lowest point on the graph is 2 minus 4. So that's what I get as my answer. So 2 minus 4. Okay? The next part, guys, given that g of x is equal to 20 over x, solve g of x is equal to 4. So 20 over x is equal to 4. Okay, so 20 divided by something is 4. Now, some of you may recognize that the answer is 5, but we will just confirm this. So if I times both sides by x, okay, so there's no x on the denominator, I get 20 is equal to 4x. Dividing both sides by 4, we get that x is equal to 5. Okay, because 4x means 4 times x. Okay, so x is equal to 5. Okay, the next part, guys, work out the size of the angle marked D. Okay, so this is looking at a bit of trigonometry. Okay, so first step is labeling your sides. So this is the opposite, okay, opposite the angle. Oops, should be an O there. So that's my opposite, and this is my adjacent. And if you're interested, the longest side is called the hypotenuse, or just H. I've got O and A, so I'm going to be using the tan formula. So tan of theta, or tan of D, is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. So tan of D is equal to 10 over 20. So to work out D, I'm going to do the inverse tan. Okay, so inverse trig. So it looks like this. Okay, so you type into your calculator, shift, and then the tan button, and then it will give you the tan to the -1 of 10 divided by 20, and that will give you an answer, okay, on your calculator. Okay, so let's just do it quickly on my calculator. Okay. Okay, and the answer, guys, okay, is 26.57 degrees to 2 decimal places. Sorry, guys, I was just working out the answer. Okay, so 26.6 or 26.5 Okay, degrees to 2 decimal places. Should be a dot there, so 26. Okay, the last question for today's video. Work out the length of PQ. Well, I've got an angle and I've got to work out a side. So PQ we'll call X. So X is actually my adjacent. The 3.5 is actually my hypotenuse. So the A and H link the cosine rule. And then if you're interested, that's going to be my opposite. So A and H link the cosine. So it's cos of the angle, cos of 10 is equal to the adjacent, which is X, divided by 3.5. Okay, if I multiply 3.5 on both sides, so I'm going to have 3.5 times cos of 10. And that will tell me the length of this side. Okay, so let's just do that on my calculator quickly. So cos 10 times 3.5. The answer I get is 3.45 centimeters to 2 decimal places, or 3.5. Okay, but I'm going to round it a bit lower because it has to be smaller than the hypotenuse length. Okay, so if it was me, I would leave it as 3.45 or 3.447 or 3.4468. Yeah, so the answer is 3.446827135554 on the calculator. Okay, and that's how I work out that one. Okay, so the last question was looking at a bit of trigonometry, so labeling your sides and using SOHCAHTOA. So sine is opposite over the hypotenuse, cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and the tan is equal to opposite over the adjacent. Okay, right guys, so that is the end of today's video. So I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please press like, please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Okay, and lastly, please turn on post notification so you don't miss out on further videos on this channel. Okay, for Key Stage 3 Maths, GCSE 9 to 1 Maths, and also the occasional A-level pure Maths and A-level further pure Maths. Okay, but that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you for the next one.